Hello and welcome. In this video, let's understand what is DockerHub and how we can use it when working with .NET applications. Okay, DockerHub is pretty much similar to GitHub. Here we can host our images. Like on GitHub, we will host our source code, but on DockerHub, we can put our images. To access DockerHub, you can go to this particular URL, that is hub.docker.com. And here you can click on sign in if you already have an account, or you can click on sign up and create an account that is totally free. I will be clicking on sign in button here, and I will provide my email address and click on sign in. Here it is asking me for the password. Let me enter my password here and let me click on continue. And I'm able to successfully log into my Docker Hub. Currently, I have this one image in my repositories. So let me delete this one and we'll start from clean state. So currently I don't have any repository in my Docker Hub. And guys, this video is basically a continuation of the earlier video where I have explained how we can use Docker with .NET applications. This is the video I am talking about where I have explained how to containerize, build and run our applications in Docker. Okay, so before watching this video, I will recommend you to first go through this video and then come back and watch how we can use Docker Hub with .NET applications. Okay, so we are at our Docker Hub here. So let me refresh this once. And I don't have any repositories, right? This is totally empty. Okay, so now let's open the application that we were using earlier. This is the application that we were using earlier, and if you notice, we have created this Docker file here, right? And this is what will be used when creating the Docker image, right? So these are the steps that will be performed to create our Docker image, right? So when we create this image, that will basically create the image on our local. And one more thing, if you notice here, right, if you look at this line number 21, we are copying everything from our local Windows machine to our Docker image. But this is not correct. If you look at this folder, we have this bin folder, we have this obj folder, we have this .github folder, right? So these are some kind of folders that are not required, like that are not part of our source code. So basically we don't want to copy these kind of extra folders or files in our Docker image, right? And if you click on show hidden files here, you will notice there are some more items, that is .git folder, .github folder, .vs folder. These folders are not required when creating a Docker image. But when we are saying copy dot space dot, it will copy all the folders to the Docker image. In order to ignore these files or these folders, we can use docker ignore file. Similar to git ignore file, we can create a docker ignore file also to ignore the files that we don't want to copy to our Docker image. So let's do that also. I will right click here and I will say add a new item, and let me select text here. So I will search for text and I will select the text file, but I will name it docker ignore. Okay, so this is the file name. I will click on add here, and in this file we can specify which folders we want to ignore while creating the Docker image. If you notice here in the Solution Explorer, we have this Docker file, and the Visual Studio has automatically put the Docker ignore file below this Docker file, right? Because these two files are interlinked. So in the Docker ignore file, I can specify the files or the folders that I want to ignore. So there is a pretty much a standard template that we can put here, and it will ignore all the extra garbage that we don't want to copy to our Docker files, like NuGet packages, like .git folder, .git ignore file. We are ignoring bin folder, obj folder, out folder, publish folder, right? So we can ignore this when creating the Docker image, right? Let's save this. Now let's see how we can use Docker Hub in our command line. Okay, so let me go to the folder where we have this solution. Okay, and here I will open a command line. And here first I need to log into Docker Hub. So for that, I will say docker space login. If I do this, it will automatically log in the command terminal. You can see here login succeeded, and it has not asked me for the password. That is because I have already logged in to my Docker desktop application. If you see here, this is my Docker desktop application, and I am already using the account on which I want to push the Docker image. That's why I am not asked to fill the password in the command line. Once you are logged in to your Docker Hub account, what you can do? You can basically push the image that you have built locally to the Docker Hub. We have to first build our Docker image locally. To build our Docker image, we can run docker build command. So let's do that. I am running docker build command. So we have seen this command earlier. So let's run this command. Our build process has been started. So it took some time to complete this build process, but now we have our Docker image built. If I run docker images command, you can see we have this locally created image, right? So this image currently present at our local system. This is not at our Docker Hub. If I refresh this, you can see I don't have any Docker image in my Docker Hub. Okay. Now let's see how we can push this locally created image to our Docker Hub. So the first step is to tag the image. Tagging means I want to give a specific tag that will be used to identify the image in Docker Hub. We can use docker tag command to do that. Let me do this. So you see what I'm doing here. I'm saying docker tag. I'm specifying the local image name. So this is the image name that I have in my local demo docker v1. And I want to give it a tag, and the tag name should start with the username that you have on Docker Hub. So if I go to my Docker Hub in my profile, you can see this is my username. So I am specifying that username here / I am giving a name to my Docker image. I am saying demo docker and the version is version 1. If I execute this, it will not give any output, but now our image is tagged. Our local image is now tagged. Once your image is tagged, now our image is ready to be pushed to the Docker Hub. To push the image to Docker Hub, we can simply run docker push and specify the image that I want to push. So let's do that. I can say docker push, and I can specify the image name, and I need to specify this particular image name, right? I'll copy this and put it here, and I will hit on enter. Okay, so this will start pushing the image to the Docker Hub. Let's wait for this to complete. Okay, so the process has been complete. Now we can go to our Docker Hub, and now let's do a refresh here. Now you can see we have this Docker image that is created just now. So we have successfully pushed our Docker image to Docker Hub, right? So this is our image. This is the name that we have given. Now let's see how we can pull this image back and run our application. If I go to my Docker desktop and go to images, I have these two images. One is the image locally created, one is from the Docker Hub. Let's delete both of these. Okay, now at my local, I don't have any Docker image. Right. I will be pulling the image from the Docker Hub. Now let's see the steps to perform this activity. I will open my command line and I will simply say docker pull, and I need to specify the image name. Just like we have done the push, same thing we need to do for the pull operation also. I will say docker pull, and I can specify the image name. I'll hit enter here, and it will start pulling the image. Okay, so the image has been downloaded, so the pull has been completed. And if I go to my Docker desktop now, you can see, so this is the image that has been pulled. So this is one way to pull your image. And if you want to use Docker desktop to pull your images, let's see that thing also. I will delete this image again, and you can go to this my hub On my hub, you can see you have this particular image, right? And you can click on pull button here and it will start pulling the image. And again, you have this image in your local. Now let's see how we can run this particular image, and that is also very simple. We have already seen in the previous video how we can run an image that is available in our Docker images. So we can go to our command line and we can simply run docker run command. So I am saying docker run, and as we have discussed in the last video, I am exposing the ports 8080 and 8081, and this is the image name, my username slash the Docker image name. I will hit enter here and you can see our application is running and the application is listening at 8080 port. And I can go to my containers here and you can see this is the image that is running currently. I can click on this URL, it will open in browser, and I can go to slash weather forecast endpoint and I will get the weather data. Right, I can refresh and I will get the new data. So that's it for this video, guys. In this video we have seen how we can use .dockerignore file and how we can push images to DockerHub and how we can pull those images back to our local system and run them using docker run command.